Good day, guys. As you all know me, as your mentor, NASDAQ Ninja. So, guys, before I can continue, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload. So, guys, today I'm going to talk about indices. So, I'm going to talk about NAS100 and US30. As much as you can see, guys, I'm already on NAS100. So, I'm going to show you guys some few patterns that I mostly use. Understand, like a rectangle bullish. Even if you can look at the chart, you can already see the rectangle bullish. So that's the only pattern that I'm going to show you in the previously, so that you understand that this is the most thing that you gotta figure out in the market. You have to let the market build a certain pattern in order for it to do what, to continue and give you a right direction. So without wasting your time, guys, let me go to my highly time frame. So let me start with my weekly time frame as always and normal. You understand? So I'm on my weekly time frame. So what I do in most cases, I check the rejections of the market. What is the market doing? As much as I can see, the market has been rejecting a certain point at that certain top, in a way that if it wanted to push to a top side, it could be at the top side now, but it reached a certain position and reversed, which might give us more selling opportunities today. You understand? So there's like a weekly chart analysis. So by looking at that candlestick, I can see that there's something strong that is keeping the market to come back, understand, which can actually allow the market to keep on dropping to the bottom side. But I'm not saying the market will drop. I'm just giving you guys an example, understand? So let's quickly create our highest point here, and then come again, create our lowest point. So here, as much as you can see, we have our highest and we have our lowest. So what we're going to do here, we're going to create a trend line. So this is our perfect trend. Then we're going to create a diagonal support in the below side. So, if you're in my course, you already understand by the rules of a trend line. Before you can do anything, you need to understand the rules of a trend, So I think the market is coming back here. In either ways, it can either come back here, but here I prefer it to be strong because it's a weekly time frame, understand? So it's going to be strong for it to just come there and pass easily, so it has to do what, come there and then relax a little bit. So at the end of the day, I'm going to create places whereby when I see the market reverses there. So those are the places there. Those are the places. So if you can check the market at that certain position, it reverses. So those are the places. Those are the places. So those are the certain places, guys. So these ones, we call them zones. If you didn't know, now you know. So these are my zones here. So I'm gonna create this one here, there. So as much as you can see, guys, we have a certain buildup of a correction. Remember, the market has to build a certain movement before it can take a direction. So I believe that the market is actually doing what here? It's actually building a correction in order for it to push further more to the top, you understand? So not because the market is busy building something, it means the market is dropping to the bottom side. No, you need to understand where will it reverse, and on that reversal portion, you need to get a proper entry point, you understand, so that you can push further more to the top side. So let's go to the daily time frame and see what is it that we have on the daily time frame, understand, and which will mean a lot as well. So as much as you can see here, daily time frame, it's actually on a bullish momentum, you understand. You can see that it's buying, you understand. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create my support at that certain level here, because it means a lot. At that certain position, the market once created a big movement, which can actually create a big movement as well. Then we come again, we create another level here. So as much as you can see, at that certain point, we even have a zone, which is here. So let me adjust my zones to this position. Understand? So we understand that this position here means a lot. Understand? It means a lot. When the market comes and touch here, it can do a certain movement in order for you to get a certain direction. Understand? So, but without wasting no time, guys, let's go to H4 and see what is it that we see on an H4 time frame. Understand? So on an H4 time frame, I can see that the market is actually like playing around at that certain level in a way that it gives me a correction. Understand? So I can see that I'm having a proper trend line, which if ever I break this trend line, it will actually give me more buying opportunities. But if I fail to break it, it will give me selling opportunities. So it's very important to keep that in mind. It's very important. So I understand that here, for me to get my buying opportunities, I need to wait for the market to break this certain level there at the top, So by your question is, do I believe that the market will break that certain level? Yes, I believe, you understand, because it already created a double bottom here in the middle part, created a head and shoulders. At the end of the day, if it breaks here, I know very well that it will be giving me proper buying opportunities, understand? So in my understanding, guys, I can actually say at this certain position, we can actually take our buying opportunities here and then let the market push furthermore to the top side, because if this point it's a consolidation, the market can go back to the top and still come back to the bottom side, you understand? Because we can say it's just a consolidation in a way that the market is still playing around at that certain position, in a way that in my side, when I see consolidation, it's not a bad part, because the market is still decided in order to take which direction, understand? So when it decides, it's not a bad side. I feel like it's a good thing, because it's still deciding, understand? Not that time whereby they have decided, if you can catch it before it decide, you can actually become in the greatest direction of the market. So this H4, you can see H4 is doing wonders, is buying very well as well. So let's go to 60 minutes time frame and see what is it that we actually see. So what I see here is that I feel like the market will still push to the top side. That's what I feel, by touching that certain level there, which is our support. Let me actually remove it and then create it again so that it can be on the certain time frame. Understand? I always do that because it won't look nice if I just created it. So it has to be at this certain level here. Yeah. So by touching this level, I understand that the market has to still push furthermore to the top side, understand? So what you can do here, wait for a certain correction. Once the market corrects, that's where you're going to enter your entry. So when I'm talking about correction, like I told you guys, I'm going to be showing you a certain pattern. So if I go to 15 minutes time frame, this is what I'm talking about, understand? So you need to let the market do this kind of movements here. You see, this is just a bullish rectangle. So once it breaks, it pushes to the top side. So it can come back and retest at the certain position, which is where you're going to enter your buys. Then you push furthermore to the top side. So guys, at the end of the day, this is the end of NAS100. Let's jump into US30. Understand? So this is our US30. Let's go to our weekly time frame without wasting no time. So remember, guys, not because the market is selling at a certain portion means the market is selling. Understand? No, you need to analyze and check why is it the market selling at a certain position so that you get to understand. So here we have our highest point and we have our lowest point. So the other thing that I'm going to create a trend line, which is actually my major trend at this certain position. So NAS100 and US30, they're not the same, but they look similar. Per se, if you can check in the other side, we have a major trend that we broke. Even in this side, we have a major trend that we broke, which we actually waiting for it to correct at this certain position and then push to the top side. Understand? So it's still doing a correction. After a breakout of a trend, we get a correction. Understand? So let's quickly go here and then we're going to create our zones there. There's our zone. There's our zone. So now we're only creating zones. Understand? We're only creating zones. This is our zone here. And then this is our zone even there. So we're going to do a zoom in the chart. So if you can understand, the market was supposed to touch here and then reverse. But even at this certain point, it's still allowed because this is our previous zone. Understand? The market can touch and reverse. But this one will mean a lot for you to go there and touch there. So I would like to just put it here, preferring the market could have touched here. But at the end of the day, when we push further more into the bottom side, that's where we're going to get an advice. Understand? So at the end of the day, after a market breakout, creates a correction and then it push furthermore to the top side. So let's quickly go to the daily time frame and see what is it that we have. In the daily time frame, you can see we're having bullish candlesticks and which are so advisable to adjust to them. If you are a good trader, you can just let today's daily pass and then gives you a proper daily direction. If it's an up direction, then tomorrow you catch it, you go up with it. But at the end of the day, I know people don't like wasting time. They just want to catch it now. So let's go to H4 and see what is it that we have. In H4, we have a beautiful channel there, which actually can give us more confidence that we're gonna be pushing to the top side sooner or later. If this thread touch there doesn't affect us badly, we're gonna be seeing ourselves in a bullish momentum. Understand? So here we have a proper channel here, whereby we understand that the market has to break the top side. So I would like to just advise you guys anywhere how here you need to get your buys, and then you push to the top side. Here it will be your first take profit, because remember, third touch might bring the market down, and we don't know how, but at the end of the day it can break it down. But this is where I'm looking for the market to go from that diagonal trend line, understand? So that once it breaks there, it will push furthermore to the top side. So it's advisable for you to create this one, because this is just the falling wedge pattern. So after then, that's when you want to see it pushing furthermore to the top side. So let's go to 60 minutes time frame and see what is it that we see. It's always advisable, guys, to play around with your chart. So I'm still looking for buying opportunities, understand? I'm still looking for buying opportunities. I believe at this certain position, we can just take our buys, knowing further that the market is going there to the top side, understand? So at the end of the day, guys, I believe everybody understood the video. So here, what you can do, you can just create your support level in a way that the market has to retest here and then push furthermore to the top side. So guys, at the end of the day, this is the end of the video, guys. Let's meet on another video. Thank you guys for watching this one.